Morning, good morning. excuse me. It's 2:46 a.m. I'm on my way to my gym right now, and to get my exercise on, get my body in motion, get things moving forward. As I woke up this morning, I got to thinking about I was thinking about yesterday. I was thinking about my kids, and you know, when me and my wife get in the car to take them both to school at the same time, in the days that we have time to do that, I notice that they argue and fight. And when it's just one of us taking them to school, we'll sit back and we'll compare notes, and we'll find out that there was no arguing, there was no fighting, everything was pretty calm and peaceful. And we still wasn't able really to come up with a reason for that, but we were okay with the situation nonetheless. And then yesterday was a fairly short day for me. I had finished the majority of everything I had to do by about 1:30. So I had the flexibility to go pick the kids up by myself. And again, no arguing, no fighting. They both had fairly decent days at school, so I took them to the grocery store and I bought them something. I bought them like a drink, and I bought Sanaya a snack. And then we get home. Now my day is still, I think I had to write something up real quick, not a big deal. I had to submit something over to a client and got that ball rolling, but ultimately went back and I decided, I asked them, hey, who wants to watch a movie with me? And I put a movie on, and Silas says, man, I love the movies that you pick. He says they're really good, because I like the action, not the action adventure, but I like the action, the old school chivalry, like I like those Clint Eastwood movies, and I just like those movies that's got some chivalry but with some fighting and some kung fu in it type thing. He says, man, I really love these movies that you watch. You pick some good movies. And I had noticed something also. I noticed that I didn't hear them crying and fighting as much. So now this is downloading in me this morning. I'm kind of replaying back all yesterday, and let me just pause real quick and say that's really why it's important that I get up as early as I do, and I create some space between me, my kids, my wife, the rest of the world. See, because right now I'm driving down the street, there's nobody on the street, and I get a clear path to where I gotta go, and I virtually have the ability to just think as I'm going to my destination. And with that said, I was able to reflect this morning on yesterday and be grateful and thankful, or really identify, where I could make a change or address something, or just, whatever the case may be. I have time. But the conclusion I had come to, I still haven't figured out the whole car thing. I still don't know why, when we're both in the car, you'd think they'd be cool, but maybe they're trying to fight for our attention. So I haven't figured that out. But I do know what yesterday was about. When I was at home, it was about, you're spending time. You're here with us. That's all we wanted. And it's just those chances to reflect that gives you the ability to make the proper adjustment. adjustments. I was listening to some from Kobe Bryant when he talked about when he first came in the league, or maybe when Phil Jackson had first came to the Los Angeles Lakers, and how they would spend, hours, countless hours, not watching, regular game tape, but literally watching, he said, what was called floor game tape, which is no commercials, the layup line, shoot arounds, everything that we don't see when a game goes to commercial. He watched the whole thing. And the reason why is because he wanted to know how the game was played and how he could play it better. What his opponent did, what he did, how he could become better. And that's just as important in your personal life. It doesn't make sense to hone your skill as a professional, but yet struggling to hold it together as a father, or as a parent, or as a mother, or a co-parent. Your kids, they deserve just as much reflection. Just as much dedication. But I just kind of say, I didn't say all this to talk about what you should or should not do with your kids. I said all this to say, all you have to do if you want to make something better is just simply reflect on a minute. Just simply reflect. And you will guaranteed come to a conclusion about what adjustments, what changes, what you need to do to get more out of what it is that you want.